Scorpio, and welcome to my channel, Lady in Yellow Tarot. My name is Marcy, and I'm here to give you some guidance on Mercury Retrograde. As we all know, it has come, and it's here, and it's strong, and it's doing its thing. And the one thing I see over and over and over is, why is this happening to me? Why me? Why? The constant why is this happening to me? Screw you, Mercury Retrograde, and la-di-da. And so things that you should know about in general about Mercury Retrograde is this is not a good time to sign contracts. Don't buy no major purchases, no negotiations, because communication is wonky as F, So for you, Scorpio, specifically, as a collective, it's going to be affecting your fifth house. So for those who don't know about astrology or in general, there's a wheel, and then each wheel has the wheel within the wheel. There's little sections, and each has a house, and each house represents an area of your life. So the fifth house specifically is the house of creativity, children, your romance, dating, love life, hobbies, socializing, gambling, and investments. So for you, Scorpio, that is where Mercury Retrograde is going to come after you, okay? So I'm here to just provide some guidance and kind of help you through these next 3.5 weeks, okay? So first and foremost, I already mentioned it, but I'm going to repeat it again because for Scorpio, it's a little extra strong. Do not invest in anything, okay? And most importantly, please stay away from gambling. For you, right now, the next 3.5 weeks, don't stay away from the casino. Don't buy any scratchers. Don't even buy lottery tickets. Just don't, because you're gonna lose money. So just no gambling for you allowed. Lady Luck will not be on your side, okay? And it doesn't have to necessarily be about money. It could also be like taking a gamble on this, it's like you're testing fate, Don't do it, not during this time. After March 9th, go ahead, do whatever you want, but do not, because you will regret it, okay? You will regret it, Scorpio. Okay, so let's see what else the cards want to suggest for you, Scorpio. Okay, and then let me just shuffle again because they're telling me to shuffle. Ooh, they almost don't want to shuffle. Man, these cards are really tense. Okay. All right, let's find out, Scorpio. So first and foremost, let me see what the guides are telling me about you as a collective in this fifth house energy. Okay. There might be many of you dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Perhaps there's some shenanigans going on for those who are with partners in those signs. You might be dealing with extraness there. Those who are dating them, same thing. And for those who are considering, maybe this fire energy is being very pushy with you and very aggressive. If they are, no. Say no, Scorpio, not right now, because I'm feeling that aggressive energy right now with the Leos being forceful, Aries being like, come on, and then Sagittarius is like, oh, it's okay, it's fine, I'm feeling this strong fire energy. It could also indicate a boss, can also indicate really strong sexual passionate energy. Woo! Because we're talking about romance here. It could also indicate just really strong creative energy flowing through you. That's good, okay? Or maybe maybe one of your children is the fire energy, and they have been giving you some hard time. Probably your oldest child. So for those who have children, it's either your oldest child giving you a hard time with that fiery energy, or they are of a fire energy, and it's just amplified. I'm just feeling this amplification of very just high fiery energy with the oldest child, for those of you who have children. Okay, so let me see what else the cards want to say. First and foremost, this is kind of what was happening prior to, the retrograde started. So like during the shadow period, which is like the week before. So like about February 9th through the 15th. This is the 3 wands. So you were setting some stuff in motion, Scorpio. Okay, and let's see what else you were doing. 2 of swords. So it looks like you, in the process of setting things forward, it's because but the thing is that maybe you're sending these forward without being fully honest with yourself. There are some things that you're still choosing not to see, but still setting yourself forward with it. Okay, so that's really interesting. So setting things in motion, but then at the same time, you're not seeing the whole picture. Remember, we are in Mercury in retrograde under Pisces energy, so clouded judgment. Okay, so that could be why. So maybe you're not seeing the whole thing before you start to go forward. Okay, so now we have what's actually happening to you during retrograde, and it's the 8 of Cups. So you are either doing it on your own, because I know Scorpios are really good about this anyway. Releasing things are no longer serving you. So that could be your partner, maybe you're dumping somebody who's not, for you anymore, or maybe you stop dating the person, or maybe you're choosing to raise your children differently because you're no longer, how you're parenting is no longer ideal because it's not working. Maybe you're, I told you not to gamble, but I'm also sensing that you're losing a lot of money here. Also, you may not be socializing enough and you're being asked to socialize, but then you're like, oh, I don't want to socialize. And then you're trying to convince yourself that you don't need to socialize too. So this is really interesting. So, because it's all about leaving things behind, because you're like, I'm going somewhere, because you've already set this things in motion. Like, I'm going somewhere. I've already led the way up, but then you're not seeing the whole picture in regards to it. You're not seeing all of it. But then you're still moving forward with that energy anyway. So, and then how to deal with it is by Scorpios. You guys are very intuitive. You guys are very in tune with your intuition. So you're gonna deal with it because through the High Priestess energy, which is like, I am listening to my inner wisdom. So you're trying to make sure that Mercury is not interfering with you talking to your guides. You're like, no, I know that my guides are telling me the truth. I know that they're telling me to release these things, so I am. So you're in this place of like, as long as I listen to my guides, it's okay, because Mercury cannot interfere with my guides, whereas other physical people can, right? Or information can, because it's communication. The communication is different level. But you're like, as long as I'm listening to my intuition and my guides, I'm okay to make these decisions. Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that one. I'll definitely give you that one, Scorpio. So then we have what's going to happen after retrograde, and it is, oops, I have it upside down. So it is through temperance. So you're going to be feeling a lot of harmony and within this. So whatever you have set in motion prior to the retrograde, you're going to continue to set it. You should continue to work forward. And as long as you're continuing to just listen to your guides and not your ego, it's okay to do it. And that is going to lead to you to feeling balanced and harmonious afterwards. Okay. And then last but not least, the outcome is going to be the 4 of Cups. So it looks like, though, because this is a warning, because I did say earlier, not seeing the whole picture, it looks like you're going to find yourself, yes, you're going to be in harmony, but you're going to be on this rock, in stagnant energy. You're like, oh, well, now I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I know Scorpios like to be left alone, but I don't know if this is the left alone energy you're looking for. And I think it's because you may have missed something earlier on. So when you're here in this stagnant energy, go back to, what did I miss? Because that might be the miscommunication that happened during retrograde, right? So, and again, I'm feeling it really strong with a fire energy, whether it's a child or a partner. And again, don't gamble. I have to repeat that one more time, because I think that's what it means too, right? Here, like, I'm stuck. I'm stuck and I don't know how, I can't buy a boat to get out of this, Just throwing that out there, Scorpio. And then and it just so happens that Mercury retrograde actually ends the same day that the full moon is happening. So we got two major energies happening that day. So I'm pulling a full moon card now for you, Scorpio, so you know what's going to be illuminated for you, okay? So this is what's going to be illuminated for you after all that shenanigans during Mercury retrograde. This is what's going to come to light after all of this. Maybe this is what you're not seeing, Scorpio, because I said it earlier. So let's see. Okay. This is like the third time it's happened. Earlier it happened with Taurus, and then I think it happened with Libra. No, Virgo. Okay, so Scorpio, you get a Scorpio card. Okay, so it says work through your fears. Okay, Scorpio, work through your fears. So what you're not seeing, Scorpio, is something that scares you. And it has to do with your 5th house. Whether it's your children, your romance, maybe you don't want to fully admit that you are having issues in your love life. Or again, I'm gonna go back to gambling because Jesus Christ, it's like in my face right now. Gambling, okay? So again, or you know, you invested in something wrong and now you're like, oh shit. You know, whatever it is, Scorpio, you have to work through it. It's gonna be eliminated whether you like it or not. So if you avoid it in the beginning, which I already picked up on, it's going to be in your face. Come March 9th, you know, it's gonna come to light what you missed. So there it is, Scorpio. Oh, sorry, one more card pull. So one more thing. So I'm just gonna see what else you should be reflecting on during this time. So give me just a second. Okay, so what should Scorpio reflect on during this time? Okay, transformation. Such a Scorpio card because you're all about that transformation. So I get it. You're setting things in motion. You're leaving things behind. You're gonna have harmony, but in order to fully transform, you're gonna have to work through those fears too. Okay, well, thank you so much, Scorpio, for listening to me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.